Yeah, tell Becky to pick up the phone.
Oh my God, Becky.
Can Miss Becky please raise her hand, bro?
You better call Becky with the good hair.
Nobody but you. 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 Nobody but you.
Yo, what's good? It's your girl, Becky the Poet. Welcome to my podcast, Unspoken Words. Today is a Friday, an awkward day to release an episode, but it's for a special reason, so why not introduce special guests?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, DJ Cayne, and I'm here with Unspoken Words, you know?
So, we were just talking about, you met me at was it my first Snap event?
The first Snap
The
event
very
you
first
had,
Snap event.
yeah.
And I think I have a couple pictures of you still.
Yeah, I got one picture you sent me by your homeboy it was
Mufasa image.
Mufasa, yeah, shout outs to him, man. I was just kind of chilling, have my drink and just kind of scoping out, man. I like seeing all the talent, hearing the good poems, man. It's good. Yeah, and y'all had paintings and stuff like that. It was awesome.
So, out of every creative thing out here in Dallas, what made you choose being a DJ?
I got started into DJing, believe it or not, because my mom suggested that I start doing it. Mm-hmm. Getting into like the whole music thing, I started off, playing drums. Then I got into producing and all that. And my friends would see my post on Facebook, and I guess they thought I was like a DJ. So they would tell their mom, who like they would tell their parents, who some of their parents used to work with my mom. So they'd be like, hey, can your son DJ my son's wedding? And I'm like, nah, I don't DJ or none of that stuff. So I kept getting asked that, and I was like, I'm just going to try it out. So, saved up some money, bought some equipment, bought a laptop, practiced for like a whole month straight, just nonstop, and, did my first gig, shout outs to Wild Bill at Andy's. And, when I did it, man, I was nervous, so nervous, man. But everybody they were like, man, you're really killing it. And I was like, man, I'm kind of feeling this right now. I feel like, I'm like a little orchestrated up here and stuff. It's pretty dope. So, after that show, a lady at that same show had asked me to DJ her house party next week. So I did that, and it was the same result. I prepared for it, killed it. And then another guy at that same house party was like, hey, can you DJ my wedding next month? And I was like, all right. And it just kind of piled on. At that wedding, somebody else asked me, hey, what clubs do you play at? Let me help you get a residency. And I was like, yo, this obviously is some kind of godsend, because it's just stuff's just kind of rolling into place. So I was like, all right, I'm going to stick with being a DJ. I really like it. It's cool.
I mean, that's a interesting story, because I feel like did I hear it, or I think I heard it or read it somewhere where somebody was trying to do something creative, and someone was like, yo, DJ my party. Mm-hmm. And then next thing you know, they didn't have equipment for DJ. Mm-hmm. And so they had to buy something off real quick, learn real quick within so-and-so hours, mm-hmm. and then go DJ the party.
Yeah. Because,
DJing a party is it's not easy, because, it's not just having a list of songs, a playlist.
Right,
I think it's totally different. I think you, especially DJing clubs and stuff, you have to feel the vibe.
Yeah.
You have to, you can't, like I said before, I think I had another DJ, did I have a DJ on the show? But, how some people, they put slow jams, and then they hit it with something twerking music. That's that's really,
they kind of mix it up like that. Yeah. It takes a lot of, creativity. I mean, you can have DJs that literally just play off a playlist. That's cool. But most people really want to look forward to something different, somebody that comes there and literally just surprises me. Hey, a lot of people are expecting, especially if they don't know you, they're expecting you to play just the top 40, just the same old songs.
Kind of like a radio.
Kind of like a radio, yeah. But when you just hit them with that song that comes out of nowhere, you'll be playing Drake, and then you hit him with some Too Short, and then throwing some I'll Be Sure and layer vocals on to Coldplay, and they're like, yo, this is this is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just it gives people something to look forward to, you know? So,
because I know, like, I'm not gonna lie, like in Fort Worth, what bar is it? Varsity.
And
okay, like
oh yeah, I heard about that place.
They it's cool, but they have like songs from like fist pumping to like I don't know, the Old Town Girls song.
Oh, okay.
And then it's just really like you really don't have like, you can get lit, you dancing, and then you go to like, you're just like, you have to pause a little bit and be like, what just happened? And sometimes the only thing that frustrates me about DJ is that like, when there's a good song playing, they don't play it all the way, like not all the way through, but like not even longer than 30 seconds. Like I literally had a DJ like switch. Oh, he started off with like Lil Jon and then hit it with like some rave fist pump song. I'm like, man. But the funny thing is, in Landmark, the DJ there, he plays like all the songs that like Snoop Dogg, like just like songs that you don't normally play in bars right now. Because like, if you look at the crowd in Fort Worth, like it's not your typical like deep LM crowd. Well, okay, actually I lied. It's not your typical like black canvas crowd, like open, you know. And so when you go to Fort Worth, you get a lot of like TC, like it's also school, TCU, whatever.
Yeah,
so like those bars do not play like songs that you like could get live to, right?
Yeah.
But at Landmark, I think a couple of weeks ago I went, they play all the songs. Even though I'll tell you this, the bar was empty.
Okay.
But like I enjoyed it. They played songs that like I enjoyed.
All
As
right.
for like, you know, at Varsity they have like a hip hop room, and then they have like a regular like open dance floor.
Right.
I'm not gonna knock these, you know, because when I get lit, like when I get drunk, like it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But when I'm not drunk enough, the song does matter. So it's like, bro, I'm getting lit, and next thing you know, it's like, oh, bro, you just played like a semi-slow song. It killed my vibe right there.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about it when it's like, when you, whether the crowd is like drunk or sober, man, whatever you're mixing as a DJ, it should always hit. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't really. They should feel it either way. That's how I think about it. So
I know DJ is like an artist and craft itself, right?
Yeah.
Do you have to practice outside, like kind of like not practice, but like I would say like mix songs that could sound good together, like one after another? Like what do they do?
You mean like pretty much like how do I practice or
how do you prepare, I guess?
How do I prepare?
Right.
So yeah, I find out where I'm gonna be at. I kind of ask around, like saying like what kind of like demographic, like what's the demographic. If it's like a bar or club, I usually go on Facebook, Instagram, kind of look at pictures to see like what kind of crowds are gonna be there. You want to know like what race of people are gonna be there, because let's be real, like certain races like certain types of music, certain people from certain areas like certain types of music too. So
I mean, you can't be at Bar Louie playing certain things.
Yeah, I can't be at Bar Louie playing like 21 Savage.
Exactly.
But depends on how I mix it, you know.
Yeah, you can throw it in there. I've heard DJs like slightly like throw it in, and then when you eat in there, you're like, dang, like okay.
Yeah,
but like they have to do it smoothly,
very smoothly. Like I've done a mix on accident. I remember this. Like it wasn't 21 Savage. I think it was like Little Pump. And I had the vocals, like I had the vocal track, and I forgot that it was a vocal track. So it was just like his vocals on like some song. And I was like, oh crap, like what do I do? So I found a Shaggy instrumental, Angel, and I threw it on top of it. And everybody was like, yo, like this is kind of lit. Like people were like, what? But it's fun, you know what I'm saying? Like it probably didn't sound good at all, but the fact that it's like you give a taste of nostalgia with that new like ooh swag, and they're like, yo, we hear this beat coming on, we're thinking Shaggy, but it's Lil Pump and he's rapping over it and it's clean. This is weird, like, but we're paying attention, so thumbs up. You know?
That's good. To get them to pay attention is what you really trying to do. And also at the end of the day, like you try to just get the vibe right. So it's May.
Oh yeah.
And I think on the 25th,
you
said you have an event. So tell me more about that event.
Yeah, so on May 25th we have a huge show. This is Chill for the Soul 2. The first one was a few months ago, but this is the second installment. It's going to be at the Main at Southside, 1002 South Main Street, Fort Worth, Texas. It's going to be lit. This is one of the best music venues in Fort Worth, so you already know The stage is going to be perfect. Sound quality is going to be on par. Man, we got a lot of really good artists coming out. If you guys aren't familiar with Chill Soul Records, please check them out, man, at Chill Soul Records on Instagram. I'll just name off a few artists that we have.
Go right ahead.
We got Trigga J. He's an artist that I'm pushing heavy. Lottie and Shayshawn. Kush. Neo. Folo. We got
Lottie,
my boy
as
Dank.
in, like the guitarist Lottie?
Yeah, Lottie.
Oh, yeah, I know
Yeah,
who
he's
Lottie
going to
is.
be there. Yeah, Lottie. And we got Dante Price. He's one of the curators for the event and the record label Chill Soul and Peep Nation. So, and also shout outs to Eric Evans. That's Eric with an A. He's also one of the curators. I think he's actually the founder for Chill Soul. So, you know, shout outs to him. You know, unfortunately, he can't make it at this event, but, you know, we're going to do it in his honor and just, like, go out, man. Last event, I should have sent you the video for the last one, the recap. It was crazy. Oh, my gosh.
I still send it over. I still post it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the last show was crazy. We had it on a Wednesday night, and it was packed.
On a Wednesday night?
On a Wednesday night. Like,
Okay.
I'm talking about packed where it's like, you know how, like, the opening sets, you know, usually the opening sets don't usually have a lot of people there, right? But on the stage, you had, like, a smoke machine or whatever. So I'm DJing. I can't really see who's in the crowd. But as I'm setting up, I'm like, okay, there's 20 people in here. You know, it gets close to, like, maybe the fourth set out of, like, 7. I'm like, let me go get some water. I walk off the stage. Man, that whole place was, like, shoulder to shoulder on a Wednesday. So this one's going to be on a Saturday. So just put that in perspective. There's no excuse not to come out. You got it's on a Saturday, man. It's going to be dope. And, you know, shout outs to Maine for giving us this opportunity to have it on a Maine night, you know?
You know, it's funny because I think I actually have a show with one of the performers. You said Trigga J?
Trigga J, yeah.
Yeah, on June 7th, we are performing together at, like, a birthday party event.
Okay.
So that's dope.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, are these artists... I know Lottie is an artist out in Fort Worth?
Mm-hmm.
No, is he in Fort Worth? I'm not sure.
Probably. I'm under the impression that all these guys are, well, besides Trigga J and Kush, but everybody else pretty much were the same artists from the last show there.
Oh, okay.
Mostly Fort Worth.
So is it like, is it like a, what kind of vibe would you say it would be?
It's going to be a little kind of, you know, everywhere, but not in a bad way. It's going to be a very, excuse me.
No, you're good.
It's Dos Equis. You know, shouts to Dos Equis.
I wish they would sponsor this episode.
Yeah. But it's gonna be a big performance. I gotta say, every artist has their own taste, their own approach. They're all different, but they all have a passion just to give you their best. You know, we have Dank. When I listen to him, I think of like that Southwest, West Coast, my bad. That West Coast kind of bop. You know, when I think of Lottie, I think of that, I don't know if y'all remember that group called Swayze back in the day, the early 2000s. I think of them. You know, I hear Neo Soul. I hear, you know, he reminds me of Nipsey Hussle. Just real lyrical stuff, just for the streets kind of music. Dante Price, R&B, reminds me of Jeremiah. So it's like every artist is like a little different. Yeah, it's really cool. So, yeah, it's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. This might be a little different than a lot of shows that I know you guys have been to, but.
And it's on a Fort Worth, you guys.
Yeah,
you guys
it's in
never,
Fort Worth.
ever been out to Fort Worth. You should.
Funky town.
You know, there are a lot of artists and creatives out there, and I know sometimes they actually drive out here to Dallas quite a bit to come support the Dallas artists. You know, I know Poet Sin, and that's where I met Lottie. He brought Lottie to my podiversary, and Lottie can play the guitar. He's really good.
Yeah, he's
and
really
I think
good.
He just did like a little NPR like audition for like the Tiny Desk, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's been doing a lot out here. You know, even though I feel like he doesn't get a lot of exposure that he should get.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like he's really good. So I you know, what day is it again?
It's on May 25th. That's on a Saturday, so remember that.
If you don't have any plans, you guys,
yeah,
Fort Worth has plans for you.
You have plans now, so I'll see y'all there. Also, tickets are just $10
at the door too, or
at
just
the door.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, only sales at the door, $10, and that's it, man.
Is it like a first come first serve show? Like, is it gonna get sold? Like, is it gonna get like to a point where you have to be like, all right, we're sold out?
No, we'll take everybody. I mean, they say the capacity is about 200. So if it reaches that, we'll just have people stand
Outside.
on shoulders.
Outside.
Yeah, or outside.
Or
yeah.
piggybacking.
Piggyback. We'll bust the window open so y'all can hear the rest. You know.
So where do you go and DJ most of the time?
So my residency. Let me take these shades off. I'm inside. So my residency is at Casanova. So I usually play there every Saturday. So check it out, Casanova, 2050 North Collins Boulevard, 101 Richardson, Texas. You can catch me every Saturday from 10 to 4 a.m. It's a little different vibe than a lot of venues you've probably been to.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You say it was like a hookah lounge?
It's a hookah lounge, but it gets lit. I mean, we play everything. Like, I'm talking about, there'd be like Indian people, Pakistani, African, all over like different parts of Africa, Latin, and, you know, American people. And I just mix everything together. Like, I'll play like, I don't know, some Drake and mix it in with J Balvin. I'll mix in like some Punjabi music. Like, it just, it's crazy. It's really different. I think out of all the residencies and all the places I've played at, this is probably like one of my favorites because I can be creative. I can mix. I can be like, yo.
And they respect it. And they enjoy it.
They respect it, man. And it kind of opens people's their ears to a different height. So it's like, what I mean by that, it's like you're sitting at a table, and let's say, you know, we're all used to listening to like American music, 21 Savage, Drake, and all that. But then I play a song from Africa, and there's like a table of 20 people just getting lit over there, and you're like, you start to feel that energy, and it's like, then I put both of y'all songs together, and it's like, all right, so we're kind of feeling that now. Now you're like, hey, yo, what was that song? Like, I'm interested to know more about your culture now. Like, that's lit. I don't understand a single word they said, but y'all are getting lit to that, so I wanna feel that energy.
So how do you go to hookah lounge, you have different type of people who come in there. So how do you find these songs that are like mainstream for them?
That is just networking. I'm telling you, like, the internet can help, but man, it's just trial and error. When I first started playing at hookah lounges like this, like maybe 4 years ago, all I had was like mainstream American music. Then the guy's like, hey, we're from Nairobi, Kenya. Can you play this song? He shows me his phone. It's like 50 songs. I'm like, yo, send me that. I download every single one, and I mix that in. So when he comes back next week, he's like, yo, we're feeling you. And then there's other guys like, yo, I'm from Mumbai. Can you play these songs? And I get that. And you just kind of keep building and building and building. And then some guys like, hey, I'm from the Philippines. We have like this song. It's like a lady singing. It's really like soft and stuff, but we'll get hyped to it. It's like, can you throw a beat on it? And I was like, yeah, because Filipino songs, they're very good, man. They're really good. Filipinos have really good cover music too.
Right.
But he's like, can you play this song? And I play it, and I'm like, all right, let me mix this in with the song the guy gave me last week because he's here too. So it's like, you just kind of keep building and building, and you just
so you're like accommodating to the listeners, accommodating to the people what you want.
Yeah.
And then they keep coming back.
They keep coming back.
That's good. That's how you build like regulars as a DJ.
Oh man, it's just a good feeling. Like when every time I go there on Saturday, I see at least maybe 10 people that are usually regulars there. You know, they might not come every Saturday, but they may come every other Saturday or once a month.
Right.
And it's like, man, that's just love right there, man. It just lets me know that I'm doing my best. I'm not saying I am the best, but I'm doing my best.
No, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So we're going to take a little quick break right now, but during this break, we're going to play that song. What's it called? Dank?
Yeah, Dank.
Who's it by?
Oh, no. The song is called My Ninja by Dank.
All right, yo. We're going to play that real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Dank. Aye. Look, aye. If she got a bigger booty, that's my type. That's my type. I can fuck a new bitch every night. Night. Shades on, yeah, I'm bad like Mike. She said you think you that nigga, and she right. Sippin' lean, fell asleep at the light. Sip drink. She a fiend for the D and need the pipe. Crystal clean, yeah, shine like bright. She said you think you that nigga, and she right.
She say I'm too cocky, I tell that hoe to shut up. I've been this way since before I got my bucks up. Now I'm in this bitch, throwing all these bucks up. I need a bad bitch, pretty face that I can bust up. Got a bad bitch and she just trying to get my dick tonight. Say she love me cause a young nigga's spiffy like. You know a young nigga shine like a silver light. Real damn, put on down to the
That was the whole point. He was just talking.
What's up?
So, you know, I've never had a. Have I had a DJ on the show yet? No, I haven't. You're the first DJ I've ever had.
All right. Yeah.
So, you know, there's artists, DJ, and you kind of got in by word of mouth.
Yeah.
Right? So, people who are upcoming, you know, and I think it's college graduation season, so a lot of people who have...
Congrats.
They can, you know, they're business people, they're artistic people, whatever, but they always have a side hustle.
Yeah.
How can someone, like, get into this DJ world?
To get into DJing, man, honestly, just you can save up some money. I'd say you probably don't need more than like 500. You know, I know that may sound a lot to a lot of people, but when you want to start with some solid equipment, I recommend getting a decent laptop. It doesn't have to be a Mac, and get like a small controller. You know, if you guys don't know what a controller is, just like Google that. I'm not sponsored by any brands or anything, but I do recommend getting anything that's Pioneer to start out with, like less than $500, maybe way less than that, and you can start off being a DJ because you probably already have a laptop. So,
right,
yeah. That's all you
So,
need.
as a DJ, like I know you run into a lot of problems with. Yo, can you play this song? Like requesting songs.
Yeah,
So how I know clubs have like they put a lot of signs up like don't ask the DJ for requests or anything.
Yeah.
But how do you deal with that when that's not like I guess enforced?
I personally think having signs up like that is very counterintuitive. It's like you were supposed to cater to the crowd, you know what I'm saying? So if people are requesting a certain song, you know, try to look for it. If they don't have it, you don't have to put a sign up that says, you know, no requests. Try to be creative. If you don't have the song, play something that sounds like it or something around it. You know what I'm saying? So It's what they want to hear. So,
you know, a DJ is not hard to just do. I tried that in my days. I know, like having on iPad they have like DJs like software.
They
you
have
could
DJ
like
apps and stuff like
put
that,
together
yeah.
and practice and stuff. But being a DJ is not hard. Being a music artist is not easy either. I mean, being a DJ is hard. I rephrase that. But, you know, what struggles have you ran into being a DJ?
Oh, man, a lot. So, like, I started, I think, doing DJing in general because, you know, I don't look at it as like, you know, my bread and butter, like not yet at least, but it's like I started doing this just for fun, you know, because I love music and I just love creating new stuff and playing for people. So whenever I started out doing it, I really didn't have any like hardcore struggles, but when it came to getting into bigger venues, like dealing with other DJs, other managers and stuff like that, you know, it can be a little difficult because, you know, most of the time it's like a game of like who you know and who knows you kind of thing to kind of get where you want to be. You know, that's like life in general.
Right.
But with DJing, man, you have to always, I guess my advice would be to like just to stay plugged into everything that's going on. Like if you secure like a residency or something like that, like stay plugged into everything about that residency. Like get to know the bartenders, everybody, people that you would never talk to, get to know them because you're pretty much an employee there. And that's something that I didn't realize starting. Like when I got my first gig at this, it was actually another hookah lounge. I didn't get that concept. I would just come in on weekends and just leave. But it's like, no, it's like, you're not, they didn't really hire you on as an employee, but you're technically an employee. So it's like, you only work on Saturdays, but you should come in on Mondays and Tuesdays. Like, talk to the people that work there 7 days a week. Like, get to know the crowd because you're family with the venue that you play at. You know what I'm saying? So if they don't see you like that, then you're probably not going to stick around for much longer, you know?
I never thought of that.
Got to invest back into your moneymaker.
So as a DJ, you guys get booked for like restaurants and stuff like that. What is every, like, I know every DJ has a different goal, but like, what's your goal, like main income goal?
My main income goal is, I'd like to be a DJ full time and have like my own like DJ booking company, I guess, which is what I started.
So you also have a 9 to 5?
Yeah, I also have a 9 to 5. I'm a data scientist, so I do like a lot of IT stuff, so a lot of computer stuff.
So how do you balance that with your nightlife? Your nightlife is a long life. I mean, clubs and stuff don't close till 2 o'clock.
They don't close till 2 o'clock, but it's like, thank God that they let us work from home sometimes. And I've gotten like, I mean, I don't really sleep a lot. So it's like, as soon as I get off, I'm straight to the studio, straight to practicing, eating while I'm DJing or something like that. But, thankfully most of my DJ work is mostly on the weekends for the most part. So it's like, nights I used to go out Friday and Saturday all the time just to chill. It's like now I'm either like scoping out new spots or just playing, working.
So how does one approach like a restaurant to be like, hey, yo, can I come DJ here? Like, how do you do that?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I would just kind of get used to the environment. So let's say you want to go to a restaurant that's like, or a club that's like in Dallas. So you already know Dallas is going to have a long line of people that want to DJ there, Right. So just get familiar with the people, shake some hands, hang around there, buy drinks, invest into them. One thing I found out that got me a gig real quick, and I guess this could be like a secret or something, but there's a play, I'm not going to name the venue, but there's a place that I really wanted to play at for the longest. Like when I first started out and I was looking at place to play, I'm like, man, that place looks so cool. I want to play there. Like that was like my goal.
Right.
And then my birthday came around and I was like, I'm going to throw my birthday party there. So I blew a crap load of money at this guy's place and I just was like, man, and it was awesome. I wasn't lying. I was like, man, this is like one of my best birthdays ever. And then he found out I was a DJ, and see, I'm on his good side because I invested in his business. So when he heard that I was interested in working for him and I didn't put a price tag on my work, I was like, I just want to get exposure. He was like, nah, man, I'll pay you. Come on. Like, I'll let you play for a couple nights. And I was like, wow. Are you freaking serious? He's like, yeah, man, like, you're cool. I like your energy. I like your vibe. I heard your mixes. I see that you're working online. And it's like, yeah, I'll let you come by. And I was like, bro, that was like a dream come true. Like, I don't play there now, but just the fact that I got to do that, it just showed me, hey, like, when you invest into other people, they'll invest back into you. Like, that was big time.
People are watching. Everybody's watching.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people think, like, oh, so-and-so ain't watching. They watch.
They watch, man.
People talk all the time, especially, like, you just have to just keep it. You 100 all the way.
Yeah.
I feel like people don't change up for no reason because I know sometimes like I have a lot of friends and I call my friends like sometimes my friends are my biggest resources.
Yeah.
They're like my biggest mentors. They're my biggest like just everything. So if I have an idea, if I'm stuck on something, I hit up, yo, what's up? And then a lot of them like people who walk into my life, they're like, oh, so and so, like yeah. It's like, hey, can you give me a thing with can you give me like a conversation with so-and-so? And it's like,
yeah, give me a hookup.
Like, that's cool. Like, I don't mind doing it, But the best way anybody is going to reach out to anybody is like the email part,
Yeah.
So, like, I'm going to give you an email. That's pretty much what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you have to like, maybe like go to their events, like you said, pay for that ticket to just have a conversation with somebody that you want to talk to, because at the end of the day, like, people respect you. You go in their events, you pay to get in, you don't ask for nothing free.
Yeah. How do you think a lot of these people get features with a lot of these big time artists? That's another like tidbit. It's like you pay that $4,000 for that VIP ticket and they're gonna look at you like, oh, you invested into me. They're gonna talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
That's like paying for meet and greet.
Yeah.
I feel like in concerts, like I bought like when I was younger, like when I say I was younger, like in college, I bought meet and greets to go see Wale. Like Wale is one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
Now that I have a podcast, I'm waiting for him to have a freaking concert so I can pay for the meet and greet. Be like, yo, can you just hop on the podcast? Just for like, can you at least like give me a call? We can have a Skype conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I just want that one opportunity, but he hasn't been on tour for a while. So
it's all good. But I saw it with De La Ghetto. He had a post
Timothy,
a while ago.
Yeah, he had like a little meet and greet in Fort Worth at OMG Tacos. Is it OMG
Yeah.
Tacos? And I went there right after work, and I was like, yo, I gave him a sweater. I don't know if he's ever going to wear this sweater. He lives in California. It's a hoodie. I don't know.
I mean, you never know.
But
You never know.
so I took a picture with him. Like I've paid for the meet and greet. So I mean, I was kind of sad the other day because Angela Yee.
Okay, from the
Yeah.
breakfast. Yeah, okay.
Well, she has a breakfast club, but she also has a podcast too.
Okay.
And so I saw that she was coming to Full of Culture Studios to listen to a listening party for an artist. And the crazy thing is like I saw that, but it's one of those things like it's announced that day within like a couple of hours to go. And I was like, man, I have to work. And this is one of those things like you kind of have to take those opportunities, like kind of have to sacrifice and take those opportunities, And I feel like as a DJ, as anybody, like that's an opportunity you have to take. You have to, like you said, you have to invest into them and just show that you're serious. And that's one thing about business for everybody all around, that you have to invest in other people before they can invest in you. Yeah. Especially if someone has like a already well put business. Yeah. You have to kind of like build that trust. Yeah. Because I feel like people who are just starting off and they reach out to people who have like settled businesses. I wouldn't say nothing is settled, but what looks like a settled business, they just want like, yo, how can I hop on? And it's one of those things like you gotta kind of interview for, you gotta kind of like, what are you doing for you that makes you different than anybody else who reached out to us?
It's like record labels, man. It's like they like to look at people who kind of already have their own buzz going. You don't have to be like super popular, but it's like, hey, you have momentum. We can help push that pendulum a little harder. Right. That's what I'm looking for, because it's like, and it just makes sense because it's like, man, if we don't see your potential and like working, like we don't see you actually bearing fruit, you can't be in our garden, bro. It's like we don't see any work there. It's like they don't have time to build and develop. We have to see some momentum, then we can push you to the top. I think that's what a lot of them are looking for. Right. Just like a job. It's like they don't just hire you when you don't know nothing, right? Yeah. They want you experience.
But a lot of my friends, like, before I even graduated college, people who already graduated, they're like working with like TV companies or whatever. Nice. And I was like, yo, how'd that happen? He's like, I kind of faked it on my resume. And I was like, what? You faked it on your resume?
Hey, sometimes that can happen. And, fake it to make it.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying, like, how like online gives you resources. A lot of people do reviews on job. They give you like the quality that you're supposed to have for this job, et cetera, et cetera. So you can put that on your resume, And if you think about it, a lot of jobs teach you as you hop on. Yeah. And it's like, how well are you going to learn, or how much you're going to learn, how much you're going to like willing to take in, and how much are you going to contribute to the company. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So as a DJ, I would say you're like a one-man band, right? But is that true? Is it always one person? Is it only you, or can it be like a team of people?
Performance wise, yeah, it can be a one man thing, playing the music, MCing, lighting, you can do all that, but overall, I mean, it takes the people, the place you're playing at, more than likely it's not your venue, it takes promotion, it just takes everything to build that ambiance for that DJ to have his night at that venue. It takes a lot of things. So mostly it's the people, because if the people weren't there, man, the DJs, the artists, they wouldn't really be anything, because it's like, who's actually getting inspired by the art,
So, Instagram's a big deal. Yeah. And you mentioned it's the people, but how do you get people to wherever you're playing at? Because as a DJ, I feel like you have two jobs. You're a promoter, but you're also the DJ. Yeah. So when they put you like as residency, as in a restaurant or wherever you perform, wherever you're set at, they want you to bring in people. Yeah. Right. So how do you do that? Because some places they're kind of like, they're not the most busiest places, right? So how do you bring in people besides like social media? What other strategies do you use?
Me personally, besides social media, I just go to people face to face. I'll pay promoters, because promotion is an art in itself. I've seen some people that can bring like 10,000 people in a bar that can fit barely 50 people. Like they bring it bring so many people out to that bar is just like, what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's an art form in itself. So if you don't want to do the social media thing, you know, face to face, going out, shaking hands, really making that connection, because it can go a long way. You don't know who knows who knows who, you know, it's like a chain, you know? So, but if you don't have the time to do that, save up some money and invest in some promoters that you really have seen do some big things. Like, break them off a little bit, get some tips from them. Over time, some of their skills will rub off on you, and you'll kind of start doing a little bit yourself, you know? But promoters are a good thing because, you know, most likely people have like a job or two and they're DJing, practicing. They need to focus on making their performance the best. Promotion takes a long time when you're doing it like that organic, going out to the street, going to meet and greets. It's a lot of work. So invest in promoters, you know? You know, I know a lot of people don't like working with promoters, but hey, man, they make things happen. They're keeping the clubs in rotation big time.
I also feel like promoters also, you like take over a job that you don't have to do, you know, because it allows you to focus on what you really want to do. And that's one thing about having like a team of people or just investing into people to help you, because like, you know, sometimes marketing isn't your biggest attribute. You know, it's not something you do. Some people aren't social media people, and I hate when people I hate when people are like, you have to be a social media person to make it. Yeah, you kind of do, but you can always pay somebody or have a homie and be like, yo, hey, can you just, you know, can you just promote this? Can you just put this video up when I send it to you? You know, because it just makes it easier on you. It allows you to focus on your craft, what you need to do that night of the show, what mixes you want to put together, and the promoter just does his thing. Yeah,
and you can just sit at home and practice and be the best you can be.
True.
And then over time, you know, once you become really, really, really popular, then your name has a lot of weight. Then you pretty much can pull people in just by your own name.
Yeah, know? And that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But you guys, we're going to take a little quick break real quick. We'll play one more song right here.
All right, play that Trigga J that been on there.
Right,
Kush.
cool.
Trigga. Yeah, been on that. Been on it. Been on it. Yeah, been on that. Yeah, been on that. Yeah, been on that. Yeah, been on that. No time to write rhymes, cause I been on that. No time to fuck the bitch, cause I been on that. Been on that. Yeah, been on that. Yeah, been on that. Yeah, been on that. Can you hate on the truck, cause I been on that. And I'ma keep dropping fast, cause I been on that. Whoa. Yeah, I been on that. Go place on the throne when I sit on that. What these other niggas say that they been on wax, and they say they got dry, but they been on flat. Yeah, I been on that. Stroking horns in the corridor, shooting shots on 4 for 4. Before I get the grip post on the thighs, yeah, purified. I cheat on the blunt, I'm the head of my tribe. The flow medication, press play to prescribe. Don't follow the system, control with your mind, boy. Yeah, I been on that. Fuck Uncle Sam, but he been on text. I'm the Godfather, I seen with the blade. I had a medal with the arm like I been on jacks, nigga. Yeah, I been on that.
Texas boy.
Yeah, make something out of nothing. 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 It's a dirty game. They kill my little bro, shit been the same. I'm smoking on that gas just to ease the pain. Sweet, they sweet as lemonade. I don't never sleep, I just get paid. All I do is bust hooks and catch a lot of plays. I be trapped out all night, all day. Young, I was trapping off a two-way. Claim that they real, they really two-faced. When the tables turn, I swear your closest partners change. Streets fucked up, it's a 50 game. When you getting money, they start acting strange. These hoes do it all for a little piece of change. I can never love a bitch, I'm always running game. Shorty say she love me, I say no way. Bring it to the money, I just wanna race. Trap steady jumping, got a lot of J's. I'm smoking on that gas, I'm chilling out of space. Feds ran in the crib looking for the dope. God that a young beat the case. Or I be my granny, know she in a better place.
Oh, and we're live, you guys. We spent literally 5 minutes and not recorded. Okay, cool. All right. We're back at it. So, what I was talking about, I could actually go on Facebook Live, Instagram Live right now. Let's go ahead and do that.
All right.
Just give people what they want sometimes.
But we are recording though, right?
But we are recording.
Okay.
Bad. Officially recording.
Yeah.
Because we weren't, and that was hilarious.
Let's see if I can get mine going. Yeah.
But anyways, if you're tuning in right now, you're catching us at the last minute of Unspoken Words segment. I didn't want to give you all of it. This is only part of it. But we have DJ Cayne here. Yo,
What's up?
No, we were talking about budgeting. So how, as a DJ, do you set your prices? How, as a DJ, do you give discount to your friends and family? How do you do that without no remorse?
Yeah, so first, if you want to book me, djcayne.com, djcayne.com.
Can I ask why DJ Cayne? Because I also almost called you Cayenne, like cayenne pepper.
Oh, yeah. No, trust me. Yeah, so, quick backstory on that. When I started off producing, my artist name was Crim Cayne. Well, it was Crimson because I like the color red, like that crimson blood red. Then Crim Cayne because that was my username on this game called RuneScape. I used to play RuneScape religiously.
Is that like a mine?
That's kind of like World of Warcraft. And y'all know a little secret about me, okay?
Wow.
Level 98 tune on there. I was killing the game. But that was like my username, Crim Cayne. And then I started doing DJ, and I was like, DJ Cayne, that sounds better. It just sounds cool to me. It's not like a fancy acronym. It just sounds cool. Yeah, it came from RuneScape.
It's not Cayenne.
No, it can be because the beats are on fire. Oh,
okay. Oh, you'll be a little bit too.
Yeah,
that's all.
But the pricing, djcayne.com if you want to book. How I set it is I just kind of I go off my history first of all. It's like when I first started playing. The first 2 years, I didn't get paid anything. I think
first 2 years.
Yeah, first 2 years I did free gigs because I was really just trying to get good at what I was doing. So it's like, man, I just like the music. I just want to get exposure, get experience because I know I'm not really worth anything yet. So I would just go and do a bunch of free gigs. I did I did one free wedding. That was crazy. But then. After I started seeing offers of certain amounts of dollars, I was like, okay, now I'm seeing kind of where my value lies. You know what I'm saying? And as it goes higher and higher, I'm like, okay, now my value is increasing. So when people come to me and they're like, hey, can you do a house party or do this? I'm like, and let's say it's not a friend or something like that, just like a random person. I'm like, okay, it's going to have to be around that price range, maybe, depending on what you want. Speaker rentals, do you need wireless mics, how many cords, how many people, that depends, that's going to determine how many speakers I need. Indoor, outdoor, do I need a cover? There's a lot of things you can factor in to make sure that your performance is good. And then once you have all those down, you're like, okay, I need all this to come to your house party. Here's the bill. And if they can't do it, usually I try to work with them, you know what I'm saying? But most of the time I don't because it's just back and forth and it never really ends.
Like an actual
really seals
booking?
The deal. Yeah,
right.
It's just like a waste of time. So, but yeah, I don't have a flat rate for house parties. I just kind of work with whoever. I'm not going to give out a number, online, but it's a reasonable amount. I try to make it affordable for everybody.
I mean that's good because it's good to have a lot of DJ friends because before this, when I was thinking about it, I was looking up online how much a DJ would cost. Mm-hmm. My gosh, $500 for an hour, and I was like, all right.
Oh, wedding, huh?
I think it was. I don't know. Why are weddings more expensive when it comes out to photographers, videographers? Why are weddings more priced higher than regular gigs?
Because usually wedding DJs, they're going to factor in lighting. That's a big thing that comes with the price. You're going to pay for the lighting. speaker setup, wireless mic setups, and also because a lot of weddings have larger budgets. I guess your average wedding is going to be like maybe 25, 30 grand. Like average decent wedding, maybe with like 100 people, right? 25, 30 grand. So it's like if the photographer's getting, you know, this much, caterer's getting that much, designer's getting that much, and you have like this much left, it only makes sense. Like, you're not going to give the DJ like that much. You know, it's reasonable to give him a big chunk also, you know?
Do you also incorporate like gas money into your price?
Everything. Yeah. Travel fees. Contract fees. Consultation fees.
Consultation fees.
Talk
I
to
guess
me
like
via email when I give you the price of everything and you want to talk to me of how you want your wedding set. That takes time. Like, yeah, you want to factor in everything. Like, your time is valuable, so everything goes into your work. You're talking to the client. They're spending like an hour a day on the phone with you saying like, well, can you do this? Can you find this song? Can you produce a custom beat for this fancy dance we want to do and all this other? Yeah, that's consultation, so we're going to factor that in too.
Wow, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
DJ is like a whole different like world.
Yeah, it's really cool. We're about to go on Facebook Live on this one.
No, you're good.
My people ain't off work yet. It's funny. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to ask for something else?
No, I was just making sure you was ready because I ain't want to
take your time.
catch you off guard.
Yeah, I'm going to share the video with them later on anyway, so.
But, so you got the whole beginning efforts, you got the whole club bar scene, residency, you got the whole pricing.
Yeah.
Now, what do you do when it comes down to, like, actually sealing the deal?
Like once I have all my ducks in a row.
Mm-hmm. Because because you mentioned how sometimes like people will back and forth you all the time.
Yeah,
and then
that's gonna happen.
When you do the back and forth thing, sometimes it never seals the deal.
Yeah.
So how do you actually seal the deal, or how do you know when it's coming?
Whenever communication is fluid, that's like the number one. When communication is a breeze and I feel comfortable and I haven't even seen what they look like, I'm like, this person's legit. You know what I'm saying? They are very straight to the point to what they want. I'm like, okay, I think this is going to seal the deal. And also, when they call you, like she call you, that's a good sign that they really are interested in you because they're giving you their undivided attention. Like, hey, I want to talk to you like right now. Like, yo, what's up? That's a good sign that's going to seal the deal. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Whenever you send them like a quote and they come back at you and they're like, hey, let's do it, then hey, the deal's sealed. That's it.
That's cool. Well, do you ever, as a DJ, so after you seal the deal, you already have the pricing and everything.
Right.
Do you still take tips?
At the event?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, why not? I mean, you know, again, it's not all about the money and everything, but it's like, at weddings, I'm not going to do that. No. Like, that's like their night. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I've had, like, maybe, like, the last wedding I did in Arkansas, the dude was...
Arkansas?
Yeah, shouts to my boy Mike Lossing. Did his wedding. The dude was like, where's your tip jar? And I'm like, I was looking at him like, yo, it's a wedding. Like, so he gets a little cup and he puts it on my table. And I was like, all right, I guess it's a club now. Bet. But yeah, you know, if it's a wedding, nah. Corporate event, nah. But if it's like a little house party or something like that, yeah, I'll throw a tip jar on there. You know, why not? You know, may get the money, give it back to, maybe not, but you know. Yeah.
So we're coming down to the end of our episode.
Yeah.
So what are 3 tips you could give to people who are starting out to be DJs?
Just number one, do it because you love music. I made a post yesterday about people DMing me after every gig. Usually I have like at least one person that DMs me and they're like, hey man, you know, I like what you do. And they always ask me like, I'm trying to get started. How much do DJs get paid? I'm like, yo, you're talking to the wrong guy. Cause it's like, you know, number one, don't get into it thinking all about the money. You need to think about, hey, I want to be good at performing music. Mm-hmm. The second thing is, always stay like on top of what's going on. I know people don't like social media, but it's a good way
what
to
people
find
are
out
thinking.
like what people like. That's how I found out about Old Town Road. I found out about that from TikTok, and then now it's on
I get
every
it.
platform.
Yeah, people love that.
They love that song. And there's another song called You Was in the Club by Boy West Coast. Very silly song, but it's just you find music by understanding people. So talk to people, see what people like, pay attention, and really just listen to music. When I mean listen to music, I mean listen to everything. Don't just listen to top 40. Try to broaden your horizons a little bit and listen to some cumbia, listen to some merengue, listen to some South African music, something different. You know what I'm saying? Be a little different.
Like then, change it up.
Yeah, change it up. And I guess the third thing would be just have fun with it. You know, just.
Who wants a serious DJ anyways?
Yeah, I mean, be serious about your craft. You know, you're an artist. Well, they say I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my stuff.
Right.
Yeah, because you are an artist, but just have fun with it because that energy goes a long way.
Right.
Trust me, I've had gigs I've played at where I'd be on stage. Like, there'll be like maybe 10 people in there, right? That's whatever. And I'm doing my thing. I'm in a bad mood, you know. Maybe somebody like cut me off in traffic on the way there, and I'm just like hands down, just like playing. And those 10 people came in for a good time. Now I'm exuding my energy onto them, and they're like, "Man, we don't even want to be here no more." But if I'm like, "Hey, man, I gotta accept this blessing. I have a night to do something that I really like to do."
Exactly.
I'm going to cheer up for this few hours. I'm going to do what I got to do. And they see that, they had a bad day too, or a bad night. So when they see you excited jumping up to some Miley Cyrus, man, they're going to be like, you know what? Let me get another drink. Let me chill. Let me call my homeboys over. Like, this is going to be my escape for the night.
Right.
And that's the goal, man. Have fun and let other people have fun with you. You know?
So I know you have some merch. I know you have a lot going on. So go ahead and plug yourself in right now at this time.
Yeah, follow me at DJ Cayne. That's at DJ Cayne on Instagram. Also check out my website, DJCayne.com, DJ Cayne. I have all my bookings on there, my mixes. I have pictures, videos, my music videos, all that kind of stuff. Also, if you want to check out my merch, go to Dope Premium, my distributor, dopepremium.com. That's dopepremium.com. Click on DJ Cayne. You can buy some merch. We got 2 shirts out. Lastly, my last plugin is Spinstream, SPINSTREEM. Excuse me, that's 2 M's. Spinstream is a local platform that promotes local artists. We got a lot of local artists on there that we're trying to push. We just started out, but please go support spinstream.com with 2 E's. And that's it. Yeah, those are all my plugs. Yeah.
So, you guys, we have DJ Cayne here. Go out to his event on May 25th.
Yes. And also this Saturday at Casanova. Like I said, every Saturday at Casanova, come check me out. I'll be there this Saturday.
Yeah, go
Grad
out
night.
there. Show him some love and go ahead
Right.
and also support him and, you know, support everybody here. Dallas is a big community, but we have a small community of people who actually, you know, that stay close together, like a little cliquish, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But you know, we gonna stop that. This is Dallas. Actually, is in June, so you should come. That's a dope event.
Yeah.
In Dallas, you should come out to that.
Okay.
Just plug that in.
Yeah, with
Hands
Trigga
up.
J and them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right, y'all. So we out here. We in here like swimwear, but we out.
All right, peace.
I've given enough to you. Are you giving up on me? I did what I could so we can do this comfortably. Comfortably. Can we slow it down? Let me enjoy the company. Shorty too focused on the diamond ring. I'm in your eyes, baby, I'm trying to swing. Through candy painted. Shorty too focused on the diamond ring. I'm in your eyes, baby, I'm trying to swing.